Hello, folks. I am back. And before I start this video, I want to issue out a disclaimer. I know that YouTube has been doing some changes to their rules, and yeah, tell you the truth, I can't keep up with them and can't make sense of them, and some of them don't make sense to me. But be that as it may, I'm just going to issue this disclaimer. The firearm I'm about to show is was done by Cajun Gunworks. They are a custom shop that does custom work for CZs. Now, the firearm I'm going to show had some work done on it, but this is no different from work that has been done that is in production in CZ's catalogs and so forth. So you can see the same upgrades on this firearm in the CZ catalog, and also Cajun Gunworks gets some of their parts from them. So, and also the CZ Custom Shop and CZ in particular recommends Cajun Gunworks as well. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the firearm that I've decided to get done. Several years ago, I bought my first CZ. My very first CZ was a CZ-75 SP-01. And it was the safety model. And in the background you see here, this is the SP-01 tactical model. Now, we'll come back to that in a moment. There's a reason why I'm mentioning this. All right, everybody knows what the SP-01 looks like, the standard one, the safety model. So here is the version that I got upgraded, and here it is. I'm going to let you take a look at that. Spin it around here and let you see the top here. And I'm not muzzling myself. I just want you to see the front here. And I'm going to bring it around. Okay, let me tell you a little history on this one. I got my first CZ SP-01, and I was very happy about it. And it started me on this CZ binge and craziness. And to me, this month to me is CZ month for me, because I started off on Christmas getting a CZ Bren 2 carbine, and now I got this back, and then you might see another CZ coming pretty soon in the next couple of weeks. But getting back to this one, this had some work done to it. If you know what a regular SP-01 looks like, you'll see it's a little bit different. Let me give you some changes that were done to it. The recoil spring was changed in this because the operation is going to be different, because it is now considered a single action only firearm. And with that, I'm going to drop the magazine, rack the slide back, and you'll see that it is clear and safe to talk about. All right, and also, if you're looking here, you can see the stainless guide rod. You know that CZ basically has the guide rods that are plastic. I'm not a fan of plastic guide rods in steel guns or alloy guns, but I prefer this on here, and I think it helps a great deal with weight to help you with, let's say, recoil a little bit, to bring that nose down minimally, not a whole lot, but it makes me happy. The other thing you're going to notice here is you're going to see the single action only trigger. Now I decided to be bold a little bit and change this firearm to single action only. Now, you know, the SP-01 is usually in double action, single action, but due to that I am the 1911 fan that I am, I decided to change this up and to make this a single action only firearm. Now, I was mentioning earlier about the SP-01 tactical. Now, if you have a safety, a decocker version, you cannot change this to a single action only. It's because of the way the mechanisms are, and this is what was explained to me by Cajun Gunworks. because of the mechanisms inside, you're not going to be able to make this a single action only if you want to change that around. Maybe on the Omegas you can do that, but I'm not really sure that. I'm pretty sure you can. I did it on my Omega P-09, but I don't know about the alloy firearms. But you cannot do it with this particular setup and double action, single action with a decocker. But because this is the safety version, which is a double action, single action as well, because they don't have all those mechanisms in there, you're able to make this a single action only firearm. And one of the other things here I have mentioned with the trigger, it's a flat trigger and it is adjustable. This trigger is pulling at 3 pounds. That's what the Dave has said to me from Cajun Gunworks. A 3-pound crisp trigger, and he says it shoots like a beast. From here, you will see. I also had done on this firearm. Let me put this back here. What I had done on here is the crowned barrel. So I had the barrel crowned and to make it give it better aesthetics, but it also helps if you drop the firearm, it won't mess up the front where the projectile comes out of the muzzle. So crown barrels are really something that I really like, and I like the way it is polished. Let me get that in focus. I like the way it is polished. Another thing that was done on here was the adjustable rear sights. Now, some of you younger guys are not going to be happy with me not putting in optic on it. You don't have to have an optic and magwell on every firearm out there. You can just go old school, use your adjustable rear sights and have these on here, for target shooting and whatnot. Also, with the front here, there's a fiber optic that is green in here, so you can get, if I can get that really set up right so you can see it. Well, the camera's not acting right, but you do see that the rear of the back sight, the adjustable sight, is serrated, and you can see the front right here. There's a fiber optic in the front right there. One of the other things is, if you look here with this particular safety, this safety is the standard safety. Now, unfortunately, due to the supply chain issue from Let's Go Brandon, I was not able to get the extended safety where I can rest my thumb on. So I'm not happy with Let's Go Brandon for that, because that's what was holding up a lot of the work on this particular firearm because of the supply chain issues. And he apologized, Dave apologized to me about it, but I said, no, it's no problem. I've dealt with it without that extended safety, so I can deal with it now. I may order it in the future once things calm down, so hopefully I'll be able to get that done. One of the other things here, I went over the front sight and the rear sight, is the top slide. Now, the top slide, this is the design called the crosshatch. So you can see the barrel at this point, and I just did this for aesthetic purposes. It doesn't really make it perform any different or anything like that. I just did it for aesthetic purposes to make it look a little different. And I think one of the other different things here, I had mentioned the front sight, but I'm really happy with the way this had turned out. I did not get a chance to shoot it yet because it was late in the day when I picked it up, but I'm looking forward to shooting this. Now, you're looking at this, one of the first things that stand out, you're looking at it and you see it's in green camo. Normally, this firearm is totally black. Now, there's the green camo, and you're also looking at the standard rubber grips. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why did he put the standard yellow grips? Why didn't he go to lock grips and order something different, something that would be a little snazzy? Well, I'm a fan of the Springfield Armory Marine Corps Operator. I'm a very big fan of that firearm. And unfortunately, for some weird reason, every time I try to get one, someone buys one right from under me. So I decided to make this have that appeal, that look of the Marine Corps operator, where it's usually all green at the bottom, and you'll see the original ones. I think had the rubber grips that I believe that were the Packmeyer grips. So I wanted to kind of imitate that a little bit with the black slide. So that's why the slide wasn't done here. Now, if you notice on the SP-01 Tactical, I had it Cerakoted on the top here, so it would kind of blend in and break up some of the coloring here. So I wanted to have a different look. So this is in reverse. So now the Cerakote camo green and black look, it's more going to be on the receiver end or the frame end of the firearm instead of having the whole thing done like that or on the top. So I think it looks a little different. So that, if you're wondering why I did that, that is the reason, because I like the Marine Corps operator, but this is my version of what I call an operator. So so that's why I titled this video, the Cajun Gunworks CZ SP-01 operator. So don't go looking on the website looking for this as an operator. I like to nickname majority of my firearms once I get them done at Cajun Gunworks. And like I said, this is a 3-pound trigger pull. I really am looking forward to shooting this. One of the things, like I said, a lot of people will say, "Why didn't you get an optic? And why didn't you use a magwell?" I just wanted to have a minimalist approach, and I want everything to be more like a sleeper firearm, because all the power is going to be in there with the trigger assembly, etc. So that's all I got right now. Like I said, looking forward to shooting it. Put in the comments, how do you feel about this? How you like this? And if you want, feel free to like and subscribe. I never usually say like and subscribe, but I'm saying it now. So thank you for watching. Thank you for my past subscribers and up to my present subscribers. I really appreciate you coming on board with me. And happy shooting. Stay safe. #2A.